right, welcome to Mega Music and Film. We have Oklahoma City's own JB. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Appreciate you coming through, man. For me, entrepreneur, MC. So we're gonna start from the beginning, man. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. Was it the east side of Oklahoma City?
East side mostly, moved around a lot, but mainly my family is on the east side. Went to a lot of Oklahoma City public schools here, so yeah, but Oklahoma City, east side, that's where I'm from.
Okay. So what was it like growing up on the east side, man? Did you have both parents and you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have siblings. Mostly single parent home for the most part, but you know, yeah, man, just the same as everybody over here really growing up. 90s, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
But my mom, she did everything, made sure we we got the things we needed. So
Okay, so
yeah.
pretty much just single parent, your mom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so your father wasn't around at all.
He was there. I mean, I know who my daddy is. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay, okay. Now you say your siblings? You had brothers and sisters?
Brother, sister, I got two sisters. Then with my dad, some more siblings. But for the most part, it was me and my sisters.
Okay. So you say you grew up on the 90s. That's why I grew up too, in the 90s hip hop. So who was your influences in rap, and what age did you start rapping?
I probably wrote my first rap at like 7, something like that. I started rapping, doing shows and stuff like that, and recording in high school, like sophomore year. Influences, everybody from Tupac, Scarface, Nas, those people.
Oh, okay. Okay. So when you living on the east side, I know back in the 90s, man, it was a lot of gang activity right then, man. Do you get involved in any of that, anything like that?
I seen it. I was around it. I got family members who gang bang, cousins gang bang and all that. But I've never joined a gang, none of that. But of course, it's hard not to see it and be around it or associated with it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because it was very
yeah.
influential back then. Yeah,
and we all, depending on where you grew up, you might have grew up seeing Cuz, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. But it was just regular. I think for people on the east.
Yeah. So tell me, when was your first performance? What age and where was it at? You remember?
First performance, probably, probably at a church or something, or a talent show, something like that, or freestyling at a party. That's kind of my first time. Those are like my first show experiences.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, are you married? Family?
No, I'm single. I got kids.
Okay.
I got 2 girls and a boy, but no, I'm not married. Just trying to be a father to my children.
Okay. So are your kids in the music? You got your kids?
My oldest daughter, she's expressed some interest. And I'm gonna try to do what my mama did for me, and just try and nurture it, and encourage her to be creative, and do the things she loves.
Okay. I remember back in the day, man. I heard I don't know if it was a newspaper, or you said or something, but did your house get robbed at one time?
Oh man, we've been robbed. House burned down. Everything. Yeah.
Man, what happened? What happened there, man? Like,
it depends on what time when you're talking about, but on the news, I think it was my car got broken into on the news, maybe. My car was at my homeboy crib, and he had the surveillance and whatnot, and so they broke into my car. I think they stole some money, stole my gold teeth. I had like some gold teeth I had bought that was in there, and something else I can't remember.
Dang.
But yeah, they got me.
they got you. So you've been robbed
Some
a few
jewelry
times.
stuff. Oh yeah,
Oh,
man. I've been robbed in the street. I done had my car broken into. Our house was getting broken into when we was kids growing up. You know what I mean? All that. So
Did they catch anyone? Did y'all?
nah, I don't think so.
They never
man.
caught anyone.
Like,
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. But hey, that is sometimes.
yeah.
Let's talk about your awards. So you won an Emmy award. Tell me what the Emmy award was for.
So the first one was for a commercial we did for the Science Museum, Oklahoma. I wrote and performed the music for the commercial, and so we got an Emmy for that.
Okay.
Like 2015, and then I think 2019 probably. There was a documentary called what was it called? Live Out Loud, and the documentary series was on me, and so the production got an Emmy for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Any other awards you won?
I mean, I've gotten some stuff. I've gotten, just a lot of acknowledgments. Here, I've got some congressional acknowledgments, some mayoral acknowledgments. Some Addy awards, like advertisement awards and things like that.
Okay. Let's talk about your music, man. So what I did, man, before the interview, I studied your music. I went to your YouTube, and man, I really enjoyed it, man.
Thank you.
And it's like I was just laying there and I was just listening to every song. So you got like about an hour's worth of this jamming music, man.
Oh,
so,
thank you.
And what I like about most of it, because it's positive and it's, consciousness in the movie and in the music, and that's what we need in this world, more positive.
No doubt.
And I saw that you have a song with the legendary Chuck D from the iconic group Public Enemy. So that's one of my favorite groups, by the way.
Yeah,
tell us about how you did a song with Chuck D. How
that come? So I don't know how he got a song of mine. I want to say it was probably like 2015. 14, 15, he had got a song of mine, and he had tweeted about it, and somebody had called me like, Chuck D? And I'm thinking, man, Chuck D? I'm thinking of somebody around here, and I look, and they're talking about Chuck D from Public Enemy, and he was, talking about me and my music, and so, he was saying how my music had the potential to change the world, and all these cool things, and so we just started talking online. And then I met him in Austin at South by Southwest, and when we were out there, he was just telling me, if I ever need him for anything, let him know, and he was down to do it. And so whenever I started working on that Black Future album, then I hit him up, and he was down to do it.
Man, you got to meet Chuck D, man.
Yeah,
I want to meet Chuck D, man.
He was a really good dude, very inspiring, man, and he's been a staple in, I guess, my career, because. Now, I'm able to say that, and people oftentimes whenever, they associate, when they think about me, they're looking at me, they see him, and, he says some cool things, and he's always like talking about me online and stuff like that. So it's an honor and a privilege, that he even cares enough to do that. So
yeah, that's cool, man. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Also, you got another old school legendary icon rapper, Mobb Deep as well, Havoc, and he makes some hard beats. I used to listen to him back in the day too, man. Yeah. So how'd you come? Tell us about that. How you?
With Havoc, I met Havoc probably around that same time. It might have been the same Side by Southwest event, but it was like in passing, and so it wasn't even like he would even remember me at that point, but. I did meet him back then, and we got a mutual friend, and she was like, "Yo, are you working with Havoc yet?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Well, I think you should work with him." And I was like, "Bet." And so she put us on a group text, and he just started sending me beats.
So he started. So you didn't get the. So you did meet him because you got.
Then after the project was done. I flew to New York and we did a photo shoot and stuff like that. We hung out for a little bit.
Man, that's cool.
My plan is to whenever the project comes out, have him come here and we do like an in-store event and whatnot. So he's one of the nicest people I ever met.
Really?
Yeah, really, really nice.
Man, he makes some hard beats. Man. Yeah. Shout out to Havoc, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Let's talk about what's your thoughts on the mainstream hip hop, man? Because you back in the '90s, man, we had a lot of substance and diversity. It seems like it's not like that anymore. So what's your thoughts on that, man? You think it's gonna come back to that, or?
I mean, I think there's some of it there. I think there's a lot there. It's just probably not as mainstream as it used to be.
Yeah.
But and I think there's a lot of mainstream cats that are saying some of the same stuff, but usually what the world will catch on to is not those joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think it's there.
I hear a little bit coming back here. And
Yeah,
there.
I don't really, I used to when I was younger. I used to like think about like, mainstream underground, backpack conscious, gangster rap, this and that. But like now, I look at it as like good music and bad music, and there's a lot of people that that I listen to that I like that like people who listen to me might even think I listen to or like
Right.
So it's just you try to find the good and and the artistic value in all of it, and then you got to understand too that it's subjective. So what I like, somebody else might not like. So but it's people making trash too. So
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying because when we was growing, we had the Public Enemy, we had the Karis one, then you got the Redhead Kingpin. You could switch over, but it seemed like everything was just the same.
Yeah,
same.
My era would have been like me growing up would have been like DMX, Mos Def, Talib Kweli,
right?
People like that.
Yeah, but I heard it coming back. It's starting to change. All right, let's talk about entrepreneurship. So you started Eastside Pizza House.
Yeah.
So why pizza? Why did you decide pizza?
Man, to be honest, like the only food experience I ever had was I worked at Pizza Hut whenever I was in high school, and from like the age of 16 to like 20. And so I didn't want to, I wanted to make sure it was something that I knew. Before that, I was thinking about doing other concepts, and I had people to help me with those concepts. But whenever they had to back away, then and I realized it was just me, and then I was like, I need to do something that I know how to do, and that's how I ended up with pizza.
Okay. So tell us about it. Like, what all toppings do you have? I know you got hamburger, cauliflower.
Yeah, we got everything. I wanted to make sure that we had a good menu. I wanted to make sure we had healthy options as well, and I wanted to make sure that we had some different things. Like we have an elote style pizza. Of course, the black crust is different. What else? We have Alfredo crust. We have pesto. Alfredo base. We have pesto base. Of course, the red sauce base. So yeah. But there's a lot of good pizza places and a lot of cool pizza places. But I wanted to make sure, ours was different. You know what I mean? And it was kind of set apart from what everybody else is doing.
Yeah, it's really good too. I tried the chicken pizza, man. It filled you up too, man. I appreciate it. It was good, man. I actually got some in the cartoon. I got some back footage too to show you how the pizza was made.
Yeah, no doubt,
man. Okay, well, I appreciate your interview, man, and I thank you for your the contribution to what you give to the community.
You too, man. Thank you.
And thanks for this interview. Before we end this, could you tell us what's next for you? What you're doing? Give your address to the pizza house and shout outs. This is you. This is
okay. So next is I got the Havoc project coming out in March. Then I have 2 separate EPs that'll be out after that with different collaboration EPs. I'll probably do another collaboration EPs. I know that myself and Conductor Williams are going to do another project too. That's on the music side. I go on tour in April. And then on the business side, just continuing with Eastside Pizza House, and then I'm also working on a breakfast brunch concept that hopefully will be open. April, May, around that time. So,
okay. All right. Yeah. Did you already give the address?
Oh, Eastside Pizza House is 1734 Northeast 23rd Street. All of the social media is at Eastside Pizza House. All my social media is at my name is JABEE.
Okay. Yep. All right, man. I appreciate you coming through.
I appreciate you. I just want to say, I appreciate you caring enough to talk to people and have them tell their stories and because you don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, and God bless everything you do, man.
You too, brother. Thank you.
We're at JB's Pizza House.
This is where we press the dough to get ready to bake it. We par bake all of our crusts. So if you see here, we have some of our par bakes here. Let me get this stuff up here. But we have some of our par bakes here that are wrapped up, ready to go. We want to come around. This is where we keep the pizzas warm.
Okay.
This is our mixer, where we mix up all the dough and everything here. And then this is our cut station where we cut up all the pizzas and get them ready to take out. All right.
All right, we're making a pizza now.
We are. This is just our regular crust pizza.
Okay.
This one's on black crust. The black crust is made with the charcoal-based powder.
Okay.
We like to say that we add melanin to the dough.
Okay.
So it represents the culture. I'm actually going to make this one a JB. It doesn't have any meat on it.
Okay.
It's corn, jalapenos, goat cheese, that's the JB pizza. Take these over here to the oven. The oven is set at about 500 degrees. Since all of the toppings are basically pre-cooked, including the dough, it only takes about 2 to 3 minutes to go through the oven.
Okay.
So this is where we just start prepping our station, making sure things are right down over here to get ready for the pizza to come out. We have our garlic butter here, and then the JB gets this sauce.
Okay.
If we have the Jimmy Rushing, it gets the barbecue sauce and this sauce. And I think those are the only 2 pizzas that we have. This is for our Eastside cookie. It's Nutella. It's a chocolate. So,
and what's your name?
Jada.
Jada. There it is. Came out. That's the.
This is the JB pizza.
That's the JB pizza right here, y'all.
JB pizza. Just put garlic butter on the crust, and then cut it. And then from there, just like that. This is the chicken pizza. Alright. And then this one. I like this one because it's a big one.
What kind of pizza is this?
This one is the Ellison. It's a chicken Alfredo pizza. So that's chicken, has Alfredo sauce, chicken, mushrooms, and spinach. But we do have the option of removing cheese from any pizza.
Okay.
And then none of our crust has any eggs or anything in it.
Appreciate y'all joining me. Mega Music and Film. My name is El Mega. Make sure y'all check out JB's Eastside Pizza House in Oklahoma City when you're in the area. Also check out his music on all digital platforms and YouTube. And subscribe to my page, Mega Music and Film. Peace.